Having attended the University of Toronto and having grown up in Canada, I saw tremendous value in the perspectives that I learned studying outside of the US. And when I moved here, I think it gave me a much more open mind about things, both in the working world and just in general in life. And I came across the University of Melbourne actually at a college admissions fair in Phoenix a couple of months ago. And it dawned on me that we really weren't exposing our students to universities outside of the US. We have had kids apply to schools in Canada before, but we really haven't made a concerted effort. So it really got me excited. I discussed it with some of our team members, and we thought, why not bring together some schools from all over the world to do a presentation, to do a fair, and really get our clients and our students involved and interested and excited about the possibility of studying outside of the United States.
Hi, I'm Todd St. Vrain, the North America Manager for the University of Melbourne, and the University of Melbourne is located in Melbourne in the state of Victoria in Australia. The University of Melbourne is a large public research university, so you can kind of think of it as kind of like an Ivy League down under. We actually rank 26th in the world, and we have degrees in everything from the humanities, the sciences, performing arts, design. So there's really quite a range of options coming. So for Americans coming to do a degree at the University of Melbourne, I think that there's several advantages. One is it's a chance to study at a world-class university, and it really gives you an international perspective. And we have students coming from all over the world. We, unlike other Australian universities, actually require students to take subjects outside of their major. We call these breadth subjects. So I think that in today's complex world, it's really important to have like an interdisciplinary focus. And also, if you're not sure about what to study, it also gives you a lot of flexibility in your degree. Degrees in Australia are done in just 3 years, and admissions is based only on academic achievement. So it's pretty straightforward in terms of whether or not having gaining admissions. So we're located in the heart of Melbourne, and Melbourne has been voted one of the most livable cities in the world. It's a city of cafes, music, food, sports. So it's also for a lot of wide range of interest, easy access to beautiful nature. So if you're interested in just kind of gaining a different perspective, seeing people from around the world, and being in the heart of really one of the truly great cities, it's a great chance to come study at the University of Melbourne.
Hi, my name is Ashley Savajan and I work with the University of Glasgow. The University of Glasgow is based in the city of Glasgow in Scotland. Something that's unique about us is that we were actually founded in 1451. So we are the 4th oldest university in the English-speaking world and the 2nd oldest university in Scotland. We count 7 Nobel Prize winners amongst our alumni, including Adam Smith, who's known as the founder of modern economics. Something students coming over from the United States would gain by studying at the University of Glasgow is that you would be studying at a world-renowned institution. We are consistently ranked within the top 100 universities in the world. Not only that, but our student body, which is made up of 28,000 students, is actually made up of 140 nationalities. So you're going to be meeting students from all corners of the world. The city of Glasgow has around 600,000 people in it, so it's quite a cosmopolitan city. If you were coming over to study, you would be able to have that urban setting, and the university is about a 25-minute walk from the city center or a short subway ride. So as a student, you kind of get the best of both worlds. There's lots to do, lots to see, and there's over 100 student clubs and societies. So in terms of student life, you'll never find yourself short of things to do. Most of our first year students will be staying in student accommodation, and that's actually how people tend to meet most of their friends. Because if you're in amongst student societies and then you've got your classmates, but your roommates are a great way to meet other people with different interests than you might have encountered otherwise. I did actually study in Scotland, and for me the weather was part of the charm because you're studying on a beautiful campus with cobbled streets and when the wind's blowing and the rain's falling and you're going to a lecture to hear about something that you love to study. I think it just makes the experience all the better.
Hi, my name is Sarah Blank and I work for University College Dublin. We're located in Dublin, Ireland. UCD has over 8,000 students from all around the world, from over 130 different countries, and that's really what makes us unique and what students really gain from their experience at UCD. They're meeting students and working with students from all over the world. All of our clubs and organizations are very international, so not only do students get to experience Ireland and all that Ireland has to offer, but they're also educationally in a setup with other international students. Our students at UCD are really involved on campus in a lot of different ways, but one of the things that's really unique about life at University College Dublin is all of our students academically are a little bit more independent. Our academic structure requires students to not only be active inside the classroom, but also outside through their own educational learning opportunities, through personal work, homework, anything along those lines as they prepare for larger sets of exams, which can be different from students who are studying at US universities. So specifically for us, our students are involved on campus, but oftentimes in ways that are related to their academic interests, whether that's the Entrepreneurship Society or the Law Society. So ways that they can really get to know their classmates and their peers and complement their academic experience. On top of that, UCD has a robust sport and recreation program. Our soccer team plays at an elite level, our men's soccer team, but we have a lot of different options for students who are looking to try new sports such as Irish Gaelic games or hurling, anything along those lines, as well as their traditional sports they might already be familiar with. So our students are active in general. We have a very traditional college campus feel with residence halls and big sport facilities on campus. Being that we are 3 miles south of city center of Dublin, it's an easy access commute into campus and into city center. Given that students, may want to spend time in city center of Dublin going to shows or plays or concerts or hanging out with friends, but then also want to spend time on campus in our environment.
Hi, my name is Sarah Cavalieri. I work for the University of New South Wales, which is located in Sydney, Australia. I personally am based in San Diego. I'm the North American Future Students Manager, so I help students apply for a semester of study abroad, a full undergraduate program, and graduate studies as well. One thing that's really cool about our university is that we're one of the most international universities in Australia. We're also ranked in the top 50 in the world. Many of our programs are highly ranked as well, so we're really well known for programs such as law, medicine, business. We have also the highest number of Australian startups that were founded on our campus, so there's a real entrepreneurial and innovative vibe. We have a lot of American students that come as well, so I'm one of them. I actually studied at UNSW. I did my Master of Education there. And one thing that I really liked about the university is how close we are to the beach. So it's only 8 minutes away, so a lot of students live at the beach and commute to campus. We also have a lot of alumni from the US based here that have returned to the US, so it's really easy for students to kind of network and find jobs once they come back. And within our business school, a lot of Americans enjoy our work integrated learning, so there's lots of internship opportunities available with companies such as Google, Microsoft. We have collaborations with some of the TV networks in Sydney as well, so there's lots of opportunities in the classroom and also outside the classroom. So I studied my Master of Education at UNSW. One thing that I really liked about the program was the fact that the professors treat you kind of as adults, so you really get to know them one-on-one. Being in the classroom is almost like being in the United Nations because there are people from all over the world, so you really do make connections everywhere. I was able to find a job really quickly afterwards, and I actually stayed on in Australia for 5 years. One of the benefits of studying in Australia is that if you do a degree that's at least 2 years or more, you can get a post-study work visa to stay in the country and work. And the salaries in Australia are quite high, so I was able to pay off my student loans really quick. And the other great thing about Australian studies is that you can work part-time during your studies, and minimum wage is around $20 to $25 an hour. So you can make quite good money to help you travel on the weekends, for example.
My name is Rohana Gunawar Denner. I'm a graduate from the University of Manchester in England. What's unique about the University of Manchester? So the University of Manchester has outstanding research, has great responsibility to students, and has commitment to social responsibility. So with outstanding research, one of the original things the University of Manchester did was it was the place where the atom was split. Physics actually at Manchester is the hardest physics course in all of the UK to get in, more than other schools in the UK. In the areas of student activity, the university invests a lot in its students, in undergraduate and postgraduate experience. For example, when I was a student at Manchester, I was in the Maths Tower. That building was knocked down. There's a brand new Maths building, the Alan Turing building. And they spent a lot of money having new facilities. There's a large learning commons area, which is an open area where students can go and learn, do study, do homework. There's a very large John Rylands library, which they've had as an award-winning library. That's been expanded. The university invested even more. Manchester is unique in being one of the few universities around the world that has social responsibility as one of its core targets. The university is engaged in the local community in doing things like having educational seminars, outreach for organisations, having scholarships for students from deprived backgrounds to encourage them to come to university. So the university makes a big effort to engage with the local community. For you as a student, there's some fantastic things you can do in Manchester. Manchester has two of the greatest football teams in the world, well, soccer teams for Americans, Manchester United and Manchester City. Manchester is also famous for its music scene, so historically some of the great bands that come from there being the Smiths, New Order, Happy Mondays, Joy Division. It's going on, there are newer bands evolving. There's a great nightlife in Manchester. Manchester forms a great base exploring the rest of Europe. In Manchester we have Manchester Airport, which is the third busiest airport in the UK, with many connections and actually low-cost flights to different destinations all across Europe. Finally, Manchester has a great commitment to international students. 25% of all the student intake are international students. So Manchester is actually the largest unitary university in the UK. There are 40,000 students altogether, 10,000 of which are international students. So I really hope you come and take a look at Manchester and become a future alumni of Manchester University like myself.